Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this April Fool's video that I did. Hold on, I'm trying to organize myself right now. I'm trying to maneuver things off my table. Then I'm also trying to, put things... I'm trying to put things on my table, but at the same time, take away things from my table. I'm trying to rearrange stuff. Alright, now that I'm focused and logged back in on this episode... Yeah, I did an April Fool's joke. If you guys seen it, it was a quote unquote apology video, directed towards my biggest hater. So I guess if you guys missed it, the video pretty much it's me showcasing my Oscar award winning acting. No, I'm playing. I'm not no actor and stuff, but I feel like I did good. I feel like I was convincing. Cause I was thinking that part before I did the video. I'm like, okay, this has to be a somewhat convincing video. Like, that's what I want out of this. And it's funny because some people was like, they were thinking that. They was like, oh no, you almost had me. Like, I genuinely thought you was apologizing. And then the video cuts off, and then it cuts to that I think that guy's name is like Rick Isley or something like that, or Aisley, whatever, the guy that does the Never Give You Up song, the Rick Roll song. And I was like, okay, you know what? I was like, let me just go ahead and knock that, because I was just sitting down recording, and then I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and knock out an April Fool's joke of myself. I don't think I've done too many April Fool's videos and stuff. So yeah, I was like, all right, I might as well be a first, but anyways, it was funny because after some time of that video being up, there was a how could I, one of the fans of my biggest hater, he commented underneath the video. Hold on, let me find this comment. And he wanted me to apologize for everything. And so yeah, let's go ahead and read out this comment, because I find it comical. I find it as, it's one of those comments where it's like, bro, you can't be serious. Like, you really have to sit down and think about that. It's funny how his fans, they always like to talk about all the things that I did, but they never like to talk on the things that he did. And I'm like, even before the whole defending a pedophile crap, I mean, there was also so many other different things that he has done to people to where it's like, bruh, like, you really can't be defending him right now. Like, it's silly. Like, you most likely are a grown man. I'm like, if not, you're a kid. And it's like, okay, if you're a kid, then you're too young to understand, all right? But if you're a grown man, it's like, bro, come on now. I'm like, it gets to a point where it's like, you gotta grow up, all right? You have to honestly grow up. But no, so anyways, the comment reads out, you owe him and many other people several apologies. You owe Jard, that's his nickname, an apology for repeatedly lying about him and making over 100 videos on him. They always like to say that. They always like to run with that I made a lot of different videos on him. And I'm thinking to myself, when you're constantly having to defend yourself, that's usually what you have to do. He ain't really reenacting what I'm doing, but he is joining a lot of different live streams and calls and doing any and everything that he possibly can to explain who he is as a person. So he's kind of doing the same thing that I did and stuff. But yeah, overall, though, I guess to explain why. But no, the funny thing was that a lot of the videos I took down because I was like, okay, it's pointless. The only people that are watching these videos are his fans. At the end of the day, there is not one single person that's like, oh, let me look at this TMossBoss response video towards his biggest hater and stuff. Nobody cares about that. So yeah, I did take down a lot of the videos, but it was stuff that I ended up just putting together like in much more bigger videos and podcast episodes. So the stuff that I did take down, I did re-talk about it, but just had it where instead of like it being separate videos, they were just all compiled together in one big video or podcast episode. But then the lying stuff, I'm thinking to myself, what did I lie about? He attacked me for over 10 years. He's made, well, I had to say not recently. Last video he did make on me was 2 years ago. But I think he did say that he had a video, it's either completed or it's in the works about me. So it's like he's still on my case after all these years. It's funny how the stuff that they say that I lied about, it's literally showcased on his channel. So what am I lying about? That's what I would like to know, because I had to say, yeah, it's like I guess some of the last few things I called him out for was, of course, him giving out some pedophile vibes, because I'm like, okay, you do a video explaining how to get away with being a pedophile. You're claiming it's a joke. And it's like, fam, I don't think my thing is this: do you see yourself telling that same joke at a stand-up comedy show, explaining how to get away with being a pedophile? And it's like, oh, you have to watch my YouTube video for context. But that's how you said the joke. You said it in a way where it's explaining how to get away with being a pedophile. So like that's what I would like to understand. So yeah, I'm like, it's literally on his channel. So the stuff that I did call him out on, it's things that you can find right then and there on his channel. And if not, then it's like, I guess it's either I posted about it, or yeah, you could just see it all on his channel. But I'm trying to think, like, what did I lie about? Like, it's funny, his fans, they always like to say that I lied. I'm like, okay, well, what is it? It's kind of like recently how I've been talking about gaming a lot lately, and people will say, oh, a video game is good, but they don't provide no evidence. So it's like, fam, at least, make it like, okay, like you're giving some context on your statements and stuff. But no, there's more to the comment. That wasn't it. So then he goes on to say, you claimed he was obsessed with you, yet there was a period where he didn't talk about you for years, yet you still went on and on about him. So throughout the time frame, because there was the point where it was 2020. So what videos did I make about him? Like, I think I have to say the one video that I honestly can remember making was when he got called out for being racist by that prison mate Luke guy. But other than that, I remember making that as clear as possible that, yeah, come 2020, I'm done with the hate, I'm done with the drama, and I showcased that. So explain, if anything, I did tell stories and warn people. It was like, okay, this is what happens when you get into drama. But other than that, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, and the funny thing was, I remember when, I think it was in the beginning of 2020, I hadn't said nothing to him. There was no reason for me to talk to him. But anyways, I think I had hit like 12 or 13,000 subscribers on my main channel at the time. And he just randomly talked about it, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why does me hitting a certain milestone with subscribers, what does that have to do with you? So that's what I mean by him being obsessed, is that here it is, I don't have nothing to say about him because I'm not that involved in his life. But it's like, fam, at one point in time, this guy was left and right, and I guarantee and I promise you, I take that back. I think if I did have those videos still up, that, you would see him in my comments a lot more than seeing me in his comments. I have no reason to go to his channel. The only time I had to say that I was really actively going to his channel was after the fact that he got canceled. And it was, to find the videos that he made about me. And then, then just to see the downfall of his channel, I was like, wow, I didn't realize that can actually happen and stuff. At least to somebody like him, seemed like he was untouchable for the longest, and then just, out of nowhere, he got canceled. Like, it was crazy. But the funny thing is, you never see when people like this guy, for an example, they never had that same energy towards those that actually did some sort of damage to his channel. Like, when you look at people like the Op Block, K-Huck, I'm trying to think of some, Krista Nark, who else? Copen Seath. I'm trying to think of some other, Yin. There was a lot of different people that made videos about him, and I would say that they were far more, entertaining and interesting than the videos that I was putting out about him. But overall, though, how come you guys never had that same energy on those guys' channels? And it's funny how, like, because TMossBoss, he's a smaller channel, so therefore, we can battle him, we could go up against him. And it's like, fam, you're not proving nothing with me or my fans. So it's just, that's one thing that I can, like, that I want to ask you guys. Have that same energy with other people, all right? You have this energy with me, but you never have that with other people. And it's funny because I've really seen it, like, in 4K when I got involved with the Rainbow Six Siege community. And you guys just disappeared. It was like, it was like maybe like one fan here and there and stuff. But no, I remember when so for those that don't know, back in 2020, I started reacting to content creators that were a part of the Rainbow Six Siege community. And a lot of those channels were big. Like it was channels where I think if my biggest hater, if he would have tried to go up against those channels, he would have got canceled. Not even canceled. His channel, pretty much what he's going through right now, it would have been done pretty much the same thing, but without the cancellation. So yeah, his channel, it would have been damaged. I'm like, nah, bro, you there ain't no getting out of this one. You went after a community and they even did nothing to you. So yeah, I know for a fact that he wouldn't be able to survive if he did go up against the Rainbow Six. Maybe now, because I don't even think a lot of those guys really be playing Rainbow Six Siege like that. Maybe like here and there and stuff. But yeah, back in 2020, they abandoned my channel. They left me alone because they were like, oh, he got himself involved with a much more bigger audience and stuff. So, but yeah, it was like you guys didn't have that energy then. You didn't have that energy when he got canceled. It's like, and then even with my rising on, YouTube, or like getting a little bit bigger and stuff, back in 2024, it was like you guys, the only thing that you guys did was come to my channel and accuse me of hacking him. And so that's why I'm like, okay, why is it all of a sudden it has to be some stuff like that? But I'm like, how would I have hacked him? When have I ever displayed or showcased that I'm good at hacking? I don't even think I've even reacted to any like videos or nothing. I probably played like some hacking games here and there, but I think if you watch any of those videos or join the streams where I am playing hacking games, I'm like, that's not me playing dumb. Like, no, I'm dumb when it comes to hacking stuff. That's not something I'm afraid to admit. So, but anyways, yeah, but when it comes down to the obsession stuff, I'm like, I had said that numerous times over the years, just let me be, leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered with you guys. And I just find it funny that they say that they don't display like no obsessions. How did you find out about the video? Because the funny thing is they always love to say that my channel is dead, yet they still find themselves on my channel. So it's like, how did you find that out? And my thing is this, in 2026, who's going to my biggest hater's channel watching his YouTube videos? I guess maybe it might be this fan, but other than that, it's like, okay, if you guys aren't talking about me or if you ain't paying attention to me, how did you find out about the video? So that's why I'm all like, it's just, I find it funny how they try to like flip stuff on me, but I'm like, fam, I'm not the ones that was going after you guys for no 10 years. I wanted to be left alone for 10 years. But anyways, continuing on with the comment, no, there's still more. So then he goes on to say, you owe I bully bullies. That was another content creator, a part of this community, but for letting your fans raid his server and then trying to send your fans after him. So actually, I take that back. I do remember, I didn't realize it was him, but I just to, I guess, clear that up, I never sent nobody into his Discord server. I didn't even know that those guys had a Discord server. So, I mean, if people want to believe me on that, you got the God-given rights to do so. But if you don't, I'm not going to take that away from you. I know most likely those that don't believe me, they are a hater. But even if you're not and you still don't believe me, I'm like, I really don't know how I can prove my innocence on something like that. You know, a lot of times they accuse me of things where it's like the innocence can't really be proven, because I'm like, I guess I don't know. I just don't know the answers to that. But just to, say it right now, yeah, I never sent any of my fans to raid his server. So it's, yeah, if his server got raided, it's like, well, when you go and have a channel where you're going after people, I'm saying, like, and that was both with my biggest hater and this I Bully Bullies guy. Like, they were both doing the same thing on their channels and stuff. But my thing is that, yeah, I don't have, just like how my biggest hater, like how he said to me, he don't have no control over his fans. I don't have no control over my fans neither. So if they did do some stuff like that, that was all on their own well-being. I had no knowledge of it. So it's like, you can't accuse me of something that I don't know nothing about. But anyways, but yeah, I'm all like, fam, I ain't got time to be out here sending people. I think I did say like, oh yeah, go over to their channel and dislike their videos. I think that was the furthest I ever went with that. But other than that, it was like, yeah, bro, I pretty much was like, oh, I'm just giving y'all a taste of your own medicine. But yeah, I'm like, I ain't got no reason to be raiding Discord servers or sending people to raid Discord servers and stuff. So, or after content creators, I was like, if anything, I just want them to feel the same thing I'm feeling. You wake up and your videos just got dislikes for no reason. But anyways, then the comment still continues on. The guy goes on to say, you owe Joshua Montag, that was another person from the community, an apology for making fun of him when his mom died and then insulting his dead mom when called out. So, for the probably 1 millionth time of explaining it, I had no knowledge of Joshua's mom being dead, and even he knew that because he reached out to me. I wonder if I can still find that comment. Hold on for a second. Let me see real quick if I can still find the comment that he left. But hold on. Let's see. Think I'm gonna have to go and do it like this. Look it up. Let's see. It's gonna probably take me some time of scrolling. Cause wait a minute. No, that's not it. Dang it, I thought I found it. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot of videos from oh, wait a minute. No, I found it. So anyways, the comment reads out, and this is from Joshua himself. So he goes on and says, "Hey TMoss, this is Joshua, the guy who used to work for Just a Robot and whom also made that rant about you in the backseat of my car. I just want to take this moment and apologize for all those videos I made on you. I'm sorry I was demeaning, overreactive, and just a flat-out bully. I'm also sorry for some of the racist things I said towards you. I could have handled my criticism in a more civil, calm, and mature manner. I'm sincerely sorry for everything I did, man. I hope everything is going well for you and you have a great life. Peace." Yeah, because for those that don't know, Joshua, he has some stuff going on himself. And but no, it was crazy, I guess. So for those that don't really know that situation, so I had did this video where I was roasting a bunch of different haters, and then I started roasting him and was just clicking on a bunch of different random videos. So I clicked on one video, but that was the thing too. It's like the video, it didn't have nothing in the title, it didn't have nothing in the description, it didn't have nothing in the video or in the comment sections talking about his mom passing. So out of nowhere, then it was like, oh, TMossBoss made fun of this video, and I'm thinking to myself, did you guys watch the video or not watch the video? Because at what point in time, because it was crazy how it went from, oh, TMossBoss made fun of Joshua and this tribute video he did for his mom, to TMossBoss made fun of Joshua's mom. And I'm like, okay, hold up, wait a minute, timeout, flag on the play, 10-yard penalty. We gotta go back some yards on this. What do you mean I made fun of his dead mom? So it's just, they can never get their story right. It's never accurate when they do say that, but I can say it myself. I did not make fun of his mom. If you want to believe me, thank you. If not, hey, it's whatever. I guess with me, I'm done trying to convince people or having, I really don't care if people are convinced or not, or if they're taking my side. But I do want my voice to be heard. So yeah, but I'm like, I have no reason, I guess, to lie about that. You know, it's one of the, I guess with me, it's just, I'm not a lying man when it comes to things like that, you know. So, but overall though, the comment, it still keeps going and stuff. But anyways, then he goes on to say, also wishing death upon a girl and wanting them to be beaten within an inch of their life. So I know people are like, whoa, wait a minute, TMossBoss, what was you doing there? So there was a girl that had, she put me in the same conversation as some like mass shooting. And I don't think I wish death upon her. I'm like, no, I don't wish death upon nobody, because I'm like, I wouldn't want that stuff to happen to me. So I don't know where he got that from. I'm like, I think I even have said that, maybe not videos directed towards them, but just in videos in general, where I'm like, yeah, I don't wish death upon nobody. And I guess if I haven't, then I'm saying it now. Why would I don't think I've ever been that mad to where I'm like, I wish somebody would die. But I'm like, my thing is this. I think that's how you know he just made that stuff up, because how would you die and then be beaten within an inch of your life? So what's happening first? Is she dead and then we're beating her within? There ain't no life left. Like, the woman is dead. That's what I mean by, like, these guys, they will fabricate things. Now, I think what I did say about her was that, yeah, I hope that she does get beat, because no, she put me in the conversation of a mass shooting that had happened in New Zealand. So YouTube had made this, for those that are new to my podcast and you haven't heard this story. But YouTube had made this tweet, like a tribute tweet for people. It was like some mass shooting that happened in New Zealand. And this girl, she tagged me in the, well, she didn't tag me in the tweet, but she had my name in the tweet and stuff. And she was all like, you allow YouTubers like TMossBoss and then some other person to exist. And I'm thinking to myself, do you not see the tweet that YouTube doesn't put out? Like, they're talking about a mass shooting and you're worried about some reaction videos. Like, are you serious? So I think I did say something along the lines like, yeah, I hope you get beat. Or I think that, or was that the one? I can't remember. It was either her or it was another person where I was all like, I hope like a dog rips your throat out or something like that. I don't know, because I'm like, I don't want you to like obviously die, but I'm like, yeah, I want you to, at least it, like, you get a better understanding of life. Like, there's bigger things to be worried about than some YouTube videos, and I just find it crazy. And I guess I maybe should have chose my words differently. I think now, me being a little bit more mature, I have a better way of responding to stuff like that. And I think if I had me now, I probably would have just been like, yeah, that girl's an illiterate. I'm like, something is mentally wrong with her. I'm like, there's a whole mass shooting that just happened and you're worried about some YouTube videos. Like, you have to realize how silly that looks, by you making that tweet. Do you think, and that was something that I do remember saying before, is that, do you think when a person done got shot, my question is just to any and everybody out there, what would you want to happen to you? Get shot, possibly could die, or watch a TMossBoss YouTube video? Because I think anybody that's been a part of that mass shooting or any other mass shooting, if they had a choice of like, okay, get out of a mass shooting by watching a TMossBoss video, I'm like, fam, give me the longest TMossBoss video ever and things. So, but yeah, it's one of those things. I think I just at the time, like, I was a little upset by that, because it's like, fam, there's people that lost their life and you're trying to bring up my YouTube videos like me existing on YouTube is more important than somebody losing their life. Like, I don't get that. But yeah, there's people that just got their priorities wrong when it comes to content creation and the internet and stuff. Like, you allow the internet to have that much of a hold on your life. Like, that's sad, But no, for those that don't know, that was the same girl that faked being suicidal. And so the same haters that I've been talking about for this certain amount of minutes. How long have I been doing this podcast? I have 21 minutes. So there was a hater that came from the this community, this girl, this alleged girl that that's being talked about. But no, she reached out to me off of a different account and was talking about how she was feeling like she was gonna end her life and things. And I'm like, okay, so, how can I help you? Like, what can I possibly? And she just kept saying the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, okay, I'm at work. Like, I can't, be on my phone trying to figure out what's wrong with you. And it's like, okay, if something's going on, I'm like, what's the problem? Like, tell me and things. And yeah, it was just still the same old, same old. So yeah, I was like, okay, you're not hearing me. I'm like, I'm trying to like ask you like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's, the problem? You just ignoring. So yeah, I was like, okay, I gotta go back to work and things. And so anyways, then yeah, shortly after that, then they just turned it into a form of content. So how I found out that she faked the whole thing, a friend of hers had reached out to me and told me all the stuff that was going on with Joshua, because Joshua was my biggest hater's editor. And so yeah, he was doing a lot of different crazy things behind closed doors. And then that's when she told me that the person was they wasn't really going to end them, not so much that, but they wasn't feeling, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but suicidal, because they kept saying that, like, oh, I'm feeling suicidal. And then, but yeah, it turns out that they wasn't, it's like, I guess right now they're currently like married and stuff and just living their life. And they made it seem like that they were a kid, but I think they're like 30 something years old. So I'm like, you're older than me carrying on like that. I'm like, fam, over some YouTube videos, like that's why we're doing this right now. Okay, I guess. But anyways, and then the next part of the comment was, and it's funny how he kind of had like the two comments next to each other, or the two sentences next to each other in the comment, but then he goes on to say, you owe an apology to the suicidal girl for lying about wanting to help suicidal people, yet brushing her off when she came to you for help. And so yeah, just like how I explained, I asked her what was wrong. She kept saying the same thing, and I'm like, okay, I can't help you if you're just going to keep saying the same thing. So I went on to work because I'm not trying to get fired. I'm like, you see, it's funny how like unemployed people, they really don't know nothing about work. So yeah, I'm like, most likely if whoever this person is, if they had a job, they probably would have a little bit of a much more better understanding of, you can't be on your phone during work hours unless it's required for you to be on your phone. But anyways, but yeah, overall though, it was like, yeah, when that friend reached out to me, because this was after my biggest hater had got canceled. So yeah, it was like people were reaching out to me for interviews interviews, wanting to talk, and all these other. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, wow, like this is overwhelming. I'm like all this different information and stuff. But yeah, I was like, I remember hearing that she faked the whole thing, and I was like, wow, that's an odd thing to fake, you know, like but I mean, hey, you can see people out there where they fake sicknesses and all that other stuff, so it's not surprising, but at the same time, it is crazy that somebody would stoop that low, especially towards somebody like me, where I'm like, okay, what do you guys accomplish, I guess, by getting me? Because that was the goal, though, them trying to get me off of YouTube at the time. But I'm like, okay, what do you overall accomplish? Like, it's like you're not, okay, it's a small content creator that you're getting rid of. Like, I don't see the W in that and stuff. But anyways, then he goes on to say, and then repeatedly lying about her afterwards. You owe everyone you've reacted to an apology for stealing their content without permission, and no jar going on to doing something bad doesn't suddenly make you innocent or in the right. That's not how it works. But my thing is this though, right? You know, if you look at a lot of the different things that he's done over the years, because it's only been him and his audience that had an issue with me. But and so my thing is this, right? Let's say we both get a chance of being featured on Drama Alert, right? I have a way of proving my innocence. You know, can he say the same thing? Do you think in a courtroom where there's all of this, evidence that obviously there's going to have to be provided, do you think that I would, and I feel like that, of course, his fans, they're gonna be like, oh, no, you'll be in prison for the rest of your life. So, yeah, his fans, I'm like, you guys don't have a say. So I guess for somebody that's on the outside looking in on this situation, how would you react if, okay, this guy that, you know, he had this issue with me. So, all right, so you know what? No, let's just say that this was a physical altercation. This was a full-blown fight, right? I'm over here minding my own business. He overheard, because, like, let's just, I guess, paint out this scenario. I'm walking down the street. I'm talking with my friends. I'm defending people that are, I guess, I don't know, crossing guard people. Yeah, I'm defending them. I'm like, yeah, bro, crossing guards, they don't get the love and respect that they deserve. You know, they guard the crosswalk and stuff. I don't know where that. I should have just went with reactions, but I was all like, that just seems like an odd conversation. But I mean, cross guards, you know, that's even a more odder conversation. But anyways, but no, overall though, I'm having a conversation with my friends, and then this guy just randomly runs up and punches me in the face. Am I not allowed to defend myself? Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, that's a question that I have for his fans and for himself too. If somebody just ran up on you and punched you in the face, you ain't gonna defend yourself? So that's how I felt. I felt like I needed to defend myself. Maybe I did fight a little bit dirty, but hey, my thing is this. Lesson learned. Don't just run up and just start attacking people for no reason. Because, yeah, I guess most people would just, you know, run off and be like, oh my God, I'm being attacked. Not me. I'm like, I'm gonna stand there and fight. I'm like, it's either, yeah, we fight, you get the upper hand on me, and then you get to brag about it, or I get the upper hand on you, and I'm gonna stand over you and be like, okay, don't let this be a reoccurring thing. Lesson learned. Mind your business. Leave people alone. Ain't nobody, if they ain't doing nothing to you, I don't know how and it's funny because that's how the whole situation even started, I guess, for those that don't know. This was all because of some reaction videos. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how does the funny thing is, I never, up until last year, I hadn't react to any of his videos. I tried, but I'm like, bro, these videos suck. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and watch these videos about me when I'm like, they're poorly made. They're not worth watching. Like, honestly, I don't see people gathering up together to watch these types of videos. I think maybe they'll laugh at it, but not like you're gathering up like this is a James Cameron film to sit down and watch this, and well, we gotta dim the lights, turn the brightness up, grab us our favorite snacks, kick out the chairs and stuff. It's like, people ain't gonna be doing that, not with them videos. All right, so that's why I'm like, yeah, maybe that's probably why he's taking so long, because he realizes that the videos are crap. Then to have people, no, this is the part that tripped me out. So the last video that he was gonna make on me, but I guess, I don't know, he either chickened out or he just overall didn't want to do it. But no, overall, he was going to charge people. He was going to put this video on Patreon and was going to force people to pay to watch this video about me. Now, my thing is this. What I want people to do, I guess, if you're curious, like, well, wait a minute, he's charging. No, the videos had to have been good then, right? Like, they watch the videos that he made about me. I'm just curious to hear other people's, I guess, their opinions on those videos, their feedback, you know, their ratings and stuff. But yeah, I seen the videos, and maybe it's because he's talking about me. That's why I just didn't really see them worth, you know, the time. But having it where you gotta pay to watch a TMossBoss hate video, nah, bro. If you're a fan of his, I'm like, get your money back, because I think that would be very upsetting to pay however much money. I don't care if it's $1. I'm like, you're paying $1 to watch one of my videos, and it's like, okay, how many people are subscribed to your Patreon? 7, 8? So you done made $8 off of a video? Like, nah, bro, like, man, go, like, please stop it. I'm like, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But nah, it was just a sight to see when it came to all of that stuff. But yeah, I don't feel bad, I guess, for any of the things that I did. Like, I don't regret the stuff that I said and did, but one thing that I had to say that I do regret is even, you know, giving him any attention in the first place. I honestly, if I could go back, I definitely would change, you know, responding to him, but I don't think I would change any of the things that I said, because this is him and his fans that we're talking about. Like, if this would have been anybody else, yeah, I probably would have apologized, but because this is him and his fans, and I'm like, the trauma that you caused, I wouldn't necessarily say that you caused me trauma, but I'm like, with other people, the trauma that you caused, and then I guess that you attempted to cause with me, do you honestly think I'm going to properly apologize to you guys? No. If anything, I'm sorry that I didn't say more crazy things. Yeah, I apologize for not letting loose on you guys. I really wished I would have opened up both barrels when I was responding to you guys and really said some things to get myself. I think that's what I should have did, but I'm like, I'm more mature now. But I will admit that I did hold back a lot of the times when I did make videos, and I think that's another reason on why I took those videos down, was because I wasn't really being me. I'm trying, because this was at the time when, like, YouTube was changing and you could get demonetized and your videos, and so that's why I was like, okay, you know what, let me, because at first, because yeah, in 2016 I was just downplaying this stuff, man. I was like, this is stupid. You guys are mad about some reaction videos. Grow up. Like, you guys are full-blown adults mad about some videos that you don't even have to watch. That don't even make no sense to me. But anyways, then when, like, the drama really got the kicking off and things, yeah, I'll admit I didn't really get a chance to say a lot of the things that I wanted to say, because I have to say, like, now it still kind of feels that way, but I just feel like that I'm not really holding back. I'm just finding alternative things to say. So yeah, I will roast these guys as appearance. I will roast any, I guess, these quote unquote disabilities that they claim to have. What else? You know, yeah, because my biggest hater, he claims to be autistic and dyslexic. I'm like, no, you're just stupid. There's a difference. I'm like, you definitely, I refuse to believe that he has the same autism that a lot of other people have. I'm like, yeah, he probably has like some, I don't know, like some AI generated autism. Like, oh, he's like, what kind of, like, went to like, oh, what kind of autistic you know, traits do I have.com or something. And yeah, it's like, it's not a zodiac sign. I'm like, you can't just be out here claiming, oh yeah, I'm dyslexic, but I'm an autistic rising or something. It's like, yeah, bro, please just stop. It gets to a point where it's like, okay, now you're just trying to be desperate. Now you're trying to get people to feel sorry for you. And no, it's like they don't. It's funny because, so when for those that wasn't really watching during that time frame, when he got canceled, people were just, it was honestly a parade. Like, no, I'm saying, like, because I wasn't really paying attention to him. Because it was the month before I did make a video calling him out for being a pedophile. But after that, I just got to focus on my own stuff. Because I was, that same year, I was blowing up a lot with voiceover videos. So anyways, that's when one of his or somebody that was watching him, I wouldn't say it was a fan, but somebody had commented and was all like, oh yeah, like he's being canceled right now. And then there's Chud Logic, another content creator, is like, you know, going off on him and things. So then yeah, that's when I looked his name up, seeing all the different things that was going down, and I was like, whoa, wow, like this is this is crazy. This is okay. I'm like, well, it might not, you know, go on for a long period of time, right? Like it should stop at some point. But then I got to thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, all the crap that he has put people through, from me to other YouTubers he done made videos about, oh, he is about to get demolished. I'm like, and I am all for it. So yeah, when he got canceled, it was something where like people were not feeling bad for him. Not even his fans was feeling bad for him. They jumped ship. People just pretty much hopped on the train of like, oh, we're getting ready to see this man's downfall. And meanwhile, me, it's like, I wouldn't say I had front row seats, but it's definitely one of those things where I had a good enough seat to where I could just see all the different stuff going down. And then, you know, occasional some people coming up to me being like, man, you seeing all this? I'm like, yeah, it's really cool, man. It's like the 4th of July. It's like watching a fireworks show. I'm like, you know, you obviously ain't gonna be up close. You're gonna look at it from a distance, you know. But yeah, man, I don't feel bad for the things that I said. I don't feel bad for the stuff. I guess if I did offend him, oh, I'm sorry, I guess. Like, I'm trying to think, how can I say that in an even more sarcastic way? You know, because I do not feel bad for any before and after. So I'm like, I stand by all the different things, especially now, like, because I feel like that I can somewhat let loose up off of him. But no, at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, I don't feel bad for any of the things that I've said or done. And the only people that are gonna be mad about that are his fans. But other than that, everybody's been like, nah, bro, you deserve this. You deserve this victory. You deserve all the different say like let loose, say whatever you want to say and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm like, it's one of those things where it's just I find it extremely funny how whoever this fan was, like, he really tried his hardest, but it's like, all you're doing is repeating. And it's funny because at the time, all I had just said back to him was, it's funny how you say all of that, yet who was the one who wanted to be left alone in the first place? I can tell you didn't watch any of my videos. You still defend this guy after everything he's done. That tells me everything I need to know about you. Yeah, it's like you're just a blind fan. It's like you're blindly following him, and then you're trying to justify his actions and his fans' actions and his friends and all that other stuff. And it's like, but then when it comes down to me, oh, it's a problem. But I guarantee and I promise you, he'll turn around and do the same stuff that I did. So that's why I'm like, bruh, it's just you trying to downplay the 10 years of crap that he put me through. Nah, bruh. It's one of those, if you honestly thought you was going to get a realistic apology out of me, the day I guess that would happen is if, I'm trying to think, I don't know when that day would ever happen, to be honest. I'm like, it had to be on some stuff where I'm like, you know, like some AI generated voice thing of me apologizing. But other than that, the actual real life TMossBoss, I have no reason to apologize. I don't know. Maybe if it was like, hey, we'll give you $1 million to apologize to your biggest hater, then yeah, then I'm crying. I'm probably gonna be pouring some lemons juice in my eyes so I can cry, like really get in character and stuff. Because I'm like, yeah, for $1 million, sure, yeah, I'll go ahead and apologize. I don't necessarily have to mean it and stuff, but yeah, other than that, it's like there's no reason for me to actually apologize to him or his fans. I stand by all that stuff that I said and did, because I'm like, I feel like that the things that I did do, that was honestly the best. Like that was the pretty much like best case scenario. Like it was the best things that I could do, because I feel like if I probably would have done anything else, then I probably would have been actually in a position to get canceled. But yeah, it's like it was just only him and his fans that were trying to cancel me. I'm like, yeah, that don't mean nothing. So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service, and peace.